Y'all, welcome back to another week of FetchQuest. Now that Texas isn't completely frozen, we can get back onto normal path. Um, it's been a week. It's hard to remember. Nico, why don't you catch us up?
The last time we were gonna go shopping, but no. We had to find out we had a fucking stalker watching Zahn specifically. Sorry. And it had a challenge for him. And it's like I have to fight you to see if you're worthy. And as per our usual antics, we're like, sure. What could go wrong? So much. So much could go wrong. Um we ended up having to fight this weird kind of insectoid angel who never revealed who the fuck they were fighting for in the first place. And eventually got it taken down. Uh, Except Car died and Noodle died, and Car did not come back. So that's fun. We also found out what the fuck Damikos looks like. For real. Um, So whether or not we're going to have a party fight about that is yet to be seen. But yeah, we're just standing in a clearing with two dead bodies and lots of spectators.
Yep. So, everyone, you're standing looking at the dead bodies of your allies, and for one of you, a nuisance. Well, maybe both of them are a nuisance to the one person. But anyway, what are y'all doing?
I believe I told the crowd to disperse. Did they actually do that, or are they still hanging around?
They're kind of still hanging around. Actually, you know what? Thanks for reminding me. Domicos, I need you to go ahead and roll a D100, please.
Good. I assume we also do not get our level ups until a long rest, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Cool.
16.
Good.
You're good. Don't even worry about it. Cool.
Good.
So, the crowd eventually seeing that not really much more is happening, starts to, no, don't you do, shit. Kicked me out. Hold on. So, as I was saying, the crowd, seeing that really not much more is happening, slowly starts to disperse. Some people kind of looking in the trees and up in the air as if hoping for another thing to come down to see another big fight. And one person kind of lingers behind. Nico, do you want to introduce yourself?
Um, it's a relatively tall, elven individual, black hair, generally just kind of like uh, staring at you all with a um, little piece of scrolling text just kind of bobbing at the side of their head. Not paying attention to the three of you, but kind of looking at Noodle, taking notes. What a shame.
All right. You finished. Move on.
That was quite rude.
And this isn't your fight
Well, it's
or
not much of
anything.
a fight anymore, so I don't
What
see
would you
the
like
point
it to
in.
be?
Is that the threat? I'm merely doing research.
Perhaps I may handle this, Ms. Verky. It seems that you and Damakos have some things to sort out. And I'll go over. You'd have to forgive them. It's not every day that strange monsters attack on the outskirts of Moros.
By the way you handled it, it looks like it is quite a common occurrence, actually.
Just more of the right place, right time kind of thing. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Francisca Almenara, and who may I have the pleasure of meeting?
Fennec Ashia, it's a pleasure to meet you. Fennec's just scribbling in their journal, taking sketches of Noodle, occasionally like whispering to the little floating bit of scrolling text off to their right.
If you wish, perhaps I can help you get a closer look up of these mountains.
Sure. That would be quite agreeable.
If you just stand over here, I'll help you up. And she's just going to turn around and just kind of mouth to Damakos and Zahn to just like hurry up. Before coming over, and she's going to use her flying, her winged boots to help just pick up and carry them over here out of visual line as best as she can.
Sure. Yeah. So, yeah, you guys go off to kind of check out and sketch the dead body of the party's beloved pet. And yeah, so Zahn and Damakos got some beef.
Zahn is staying silent at the moment. And he's going to pop Divine Sense.
You get that. Well, first of all, you get a like you can feel your own radiance coursing through your body, and you kind of get the same feel from Damaka, sort of the almost hollow feeling that you are getting in near the mirrors. And that's coming from Damakos, by the way.
Yeah. Would you like to explain?
Explain about this, and he's going to kind of just motion to himself, not changing form, just
No, I'd like you to explain all of magic to ever exist.
this. Please do, Graham. But this has been something that happened a while ago, and I've been keeping a check on it, but it is mentally taxing at times.
And I warned you. I warned you that this was going to happen.
Yes, you did.
Can you shut it off or get rid of it?
That's something I was going to hopefully look into more.
I need you to look into it now. You might have control of whatever you believe you have control over right now, but I can feel it in you. Whatever it is, it will consume you at some point. And it's only because I just witnessed a friend die, and that I've had you here for so long, that I am not running you through right now.
And the host will probably have some words with you.
Of course he will. But I know I'm right in that I could use your help in doing what needs to be done. And whatever part of you that is still in there, I need you to bring it out and get rid of whatever this is afflicting you. Because if you don't, I will do it myself.
My concern is that it has proven useful, and we may need it.
I don't care if it's useful. The powers that you are playing with right now do not care if you are useful or not. They care that you're able-bodied, and whenever they feel like it, they will take whatever body you have left. Because you are a tool to them and nothing else. You might be able to trounce around with whatever power they have granted you at the moment. But they are working against us actively. They will destroy us all. And if you plan to just continue working with them, I've already said my piece. Get rid of it. You have a day. And he's going to walk off.
Oof. I'd like to point out that we are, I believe, 3 days away from the
Yep, I know.
confrontation with the Queen. I
Yep.
was just reminding the viewers out there. Damn. All right, so Zahn heads off.
Am I still under seaming?
Yeah.
How long was
Yeah.
seeming last? 8 hours?
Yeah,
you're
you
still
are.
understanding.
It's not concentration, so
Do I
It
have to
doesn't
stay within range of you?
I don't. A part
pop
of
the
me
spell card?
wants to
Yeah.
I'll pop the spell card.
'Cause I don't.
It's one of those. It's one of those spells where it's vague.
Okay. Within range.
Like there's a range, but I don't know if that means
That's only for casting when you cast it. If it has
Yeah.
to stay within range, it'll say it in the spell card, which it
Yeah,
doesn't.
I'm not seeing
So I guess not. Long as you're still concentrating on that, he's walking into town to go get what he needs done.
I'm going to look at seeming as concentration.
Actually, no, it's not. Actually,
So
it's just you can
It's
dispel
just
it. I
happened.
believe. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
just dispel it when you want.
And since it slipped her mind, it's not getting dispelled.
Yep. Cool.
Okay. So Zahn is heading off into town to go shopping.
Yep.
Damikos standing there.
Would really like to buy you guys some stuff. Guess not.
I'd like to.
Well,
And God, I keep wanting to call you Kara. Let me just officially move you over into the deceased section.
Aw.
Boom. All
You
right,
have a
Why am
Fennec.
I
deceased
the only
tab
one?
too.
Hey, you're not the only one in deceased.
Yeah, I'm in there.
Yes, I am.
No, I'm in there.
Oh,
No,
I
You
you're
forgot.
probably
in
just
hollow.
can't. Oh,
Hold on. There. Joven is in deceased as well.
I can't
oh,
see you.
there's a hollow tab. Oops.
Yeah.
Yep, there's a hollow tab.
That's right. Well, anyway, Joven's in the deceased section with you. I don't know why it's not showing you, but he's in there with you.
Secret dead person.
Yep. All right. So, Zahn's headed off. What's everyone doing?
Hang on. New name. Takes me a while to memorize it.
Fennec.
Fennec.
Just call him Fen.
After helping Fen, hey, that works. After helping Fen check out the dead dragon, Francisca doesn't care. She never knew longer than a couple days.
There. That's Fen.
She'll fly on down over to where Damokos is, and as she does, she looks around, not seeing Zahn, and then just like looks at the ground for a bit to see, like, does like a kind of 360, looks over to Damokos. I was expecting a, kind of big scorch mark without a body around.
No, Zahn didn't. Nothing was provoked.
Oh,
He said his words. He said his piece.
well, that's good. Saves me a heck of a headache.
I think it
So,
only delayed the headache.
more than likely. So, what are you exactly?
That was a good question, and frankly, I honestly don't even truly know myself. This has just been happening over time. I think I know what it's from, but I don't know if it can just be gotten rid of, especially considering at the moment how useful some of the things have been.
She's gonna just come over and like kind of give him a once over. Like well, you do a good job hiding it.
Yes, that's the first time it's dropped in combat since it's happened.
But you're still you up here, right? Wait, don't answer. If you weren't, then you wouldn't tell me.
Thank you, Bill Gates.
I just want to know that when you go and kill the whole Ember Radiance, that you remember that V helped you to do so.
Oh, I will, but that's 3 days away, and Zahn wants me to get rid of this in 1.
That's very That's a pretty tall order.
Even though it feels like we might need everything at our disposal.
True. Regardless, if you wish for some help, I could perhaps offer it. If not, then we'll see. However, there is something I'd like to ask you, perhaps.
Of course.
Should you find yourself unable to fix this or find yourself slipping much further down whatever dark abyss you've begun to slip down, try and find me first before Zahn. I would love the chance for quite a hunt like that. You seem like you'd be quite fun to fight. She's just going to give a smile. Anyway, I think I need to go
Thank
check on
you.
our new unexpected drop-in. You take care of yourself, okay, Damakos?
Of course, you too, Francesca.
And she's going to fly off. Oh, back to Fennec. Just so, how comes the note taking?
Considering that I don't know very much about dragons, it's going relatively well. It's a shame. I thought the Dragon of Kel would be much bigger. It looks like a baby.
Perhaps it was just a very destructive baby. Or perhaps it's not the Dragon of Kel? Who can say? Say, you wouldn't happen to be looking for some work, would you?
Hmm. I work for my order. My order has sent me to research. If there is more research to be done here, I could be persuaded.
How would you perhaps fancy some research into a ancient lost theocratic society and civilization?
Which one?
Tell me, have you ever heard of Velirine?
Have I?
Roll a. Actually, what's your proficient in history, right?
Yes.
What's your history like? Modifier
9.
9. Yeah, you've definitely heard of Velirine. It's from your studies and all that. It's sort of like the Atlantis of like the scholarly world.
I've heard of it. I always assumed it was more of a fairy tale than something real and to be researched.
My own research led me to believe such things, as did my family's. However, recently I seem to have found some people who may be connected to Velirine. It's crazy as that sound. I don't make the claim without proof. Both of them seem to be absolutely drowning in the consequences of such a thing.
You did just fight a rather large being that made very little sounds, and here I'm going to point at Tamikos. I don't know how to classify that yet, and he doesn't either, but I am excited to find out.
If you stick around, I think you might find many answers to many questions and discover many ancient archaeological secrets. Of course, there'll be some risk involved. I trust you can handle that.
I can handle myself.
Excellent. There's a tower just that way yonder. It's an old ruin, but it's where our... And Francis is just going to pause this. Leader. Let's go with leader.
The angry one?
Yes, the angry one.
Ah. Is he always angry?
Yes.
That is an
He can be
unfortunate
quite...
trait.
He can be quite friendly, but he is always angry.
Ah.
This is where we stay for now. If you want, you may try to meet up with him, offers your services. He might very well take you up on that. Bit short-handed recently.
I'll look over at my own old dead body.
Your own crushed dead body.
So no one's like fucking dug me out of the hole yet is because I'm fucking smashed like a bug.
You know those old cartoons of like somebody being crushed by like a mammoth's foot and their
Yes.
legs and arms are kind of bent out? Yeah.
Oh, that's awful. I can see that. My apologies for your comrade.
Yes, it is a shame. I would have to hate to break the news to her family.
A death in the family is always hard.
Hmm.
But eventually they will not get over it. That is not the correct word.
It's
They will learn to live with it.
The pain will dull. Anyway, I'd best be going. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Perhaps I will see you again soon.
Perhaps so. And Francisca is going to try and head towards the direction she saw Zon fly off to. I mean, walk off to. I keep forgetting. You're not using your words.
You literally just told the research magic person where all of our magic items are in a room that is not locked.
And the
And
only
guess
guard
who
for
has
it.
arcane lock?
It's not locked anyway.
I know.
And the only guard for it is now a half-formed head.
Well, Damikos is heading back to the tower area just to kind of sit and think about some things.
Gotcha. So, Francisca is chasing after Zon. Damikos heads to the tower, and Fen is also going to the tower. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll see who we go with.
Did anyone take the shit off my old body?
I'm going to assume that they did, at least the
Okay.
important stuff. So go ahead, if you wouldn't mind, post your inventory in cast chat. The important bits, not the like
Oh,
80
okay,
feet of
I gotta,
rope.
I gotta go look for it. I gotta go look for it.
Oh, we definitely took that 80 foot of rope. It's going to be important. It's going to be clutch.
Fair. Rope does save more lives than it hinders. So in that case, we're going to switch on over to Zon. You make it about to the gates of town before Francisca does manage to catch up.
Cool. He still just continues walking to where he needs to go, which is shopping.
Francisca will just follow, and maybe after like a minute.
I will
So,
assume along the way he also took off his plate armor again because he needs to have that fixed and not be wearing it.
All right.
So, that was mature of you. Did not have that end in bloodshed.
Matureness had nothing to do with it. I showed him a kindness in that he's been helpful and a friend until now. If he's actually smart, he'll run away.
Well, I find it an honorable deed that you did.
You can view it however you like.
I suppose we may need some extra help now.
Perhaps.
I'm
I'm also not in the mood to fight the queen still. So, if there's no reason to do it once we come back, then what's the point?
Well, that's surprising.
Is it? I just had this conversation that there is a world-ending threat down south to go against.
True, but I thought there might be some lingering hints that might be gleaned from Morath's old vaults.
Maybe. But we don't. We have a map that will lead to questions that will be answered. We don't know what's in the Moroth vaults. Perhaps there's something. But also, who takes over as king now? I'm not allowing Damokos to do so.
And you don't want to do so either.
No, I have things that need to be done. That I don't trust in other people's hands anymore.
What if I had a solution to both our lack of manpower and about who takes over?
And that would be...
Well, I happen to spot someone. And after a bit of talking, I think I have some confidence in them. Enough that I think they might be useful.
Okay. Continue.
They're also Marathian. They're a scholar, researcher. Seems the type of person in charge of Morath who might be able to change some things. If you catch
And
my
when did
drift.
you meet this person?
Not long ago.
Insight check.
Against deception, right?
Yep.
Yeah, if
Nope.
you're hiding something, deception.
A little.
Yeah, no.
When did you meet this person?
After the fight.
You met
But
this
that's not
person
important.
20 minutes ago, and you want them to take over an entire country.
I mean, it's not exactly the worst choice.
It is the worst choice.
Besides, you're just looking for someone to...
You don't know this person.
You're just looking for someone to hold the place together while you go off and save the world, right?
The current queen can do that.
I
They may
mean,
not do it well, but I'm not going to throw my life away, or the others here who are already... I'm not going to start another fight that leads to nothing.
I mean, is it really that bad?
Yes. We went up north and found nothing. We went up, talked to the host, and got nothing from it. We have a map that leads to answers, and that can actually stop this problem. Why are we not following up on that?
You know, it is quite difficult for me to gauge some of your motivations at times. Let's just call it that.
My motivation is to have the least amount of people die. Is that so hard to understand? Why do you want the queen dead so bad?
It'll be a very, very fun fight. Yes, maybe we die, but maybe we don't. Let us think of the price. The songs they'll sing about it, the tales they'll spin about it.
I'm going to disregard all of that nonsense right now. But I'll say this, since you're already tied into this now and I need help. Yeah, you might get a song written about you or two by killing the fucking queen. Good fucking job. Would it not be infinitely more fun, in your words, to fight a world-ending threat? One that everyone will talk about and know about.
Perhaps. The problem I have is, where's the guarantee of that fight?
I'm telling you in my own words, I will guarantee there will be a fight.
All right. She's going to kind of try and move a bit ahead. And then she's going to offer out her hand. How about we shake on that then?
Fine, whatever. I'll shake your hand.
Just gonna give a kind of rough, like kind of high five-ish clap. And claps Zon's hand. I'll go. I'll follow. I'll give up the chance to go after this prize. But if by the end of it we haven't fought anything as dangerous, as thrilling as that, you and I should fight instead. Sound fair?
Oh my god. Sure. Whatever.
She's gonna just grin from ear to ear. She's like, "It's a deal." No,
Good god.
I need to go
Zahn is
find
fucking internally fucking screaming right now about all of these people's priorities.
no. I need to go and find myself a magic sword. So far, everything we fought has not taken radiant damage very well,
Nope.
and
I'm aware.
I think arming myself with something a little more neutral would be better.
Sure. That's what we're out here for. Yes.
All right. So are you two heading together to go to a blacksmith or separating?
Together, I suppose. Because I'm also, like, keeping a very close eye on crazy person now.
Everyone's just becoming worse and worse around Zahn.
Zahn is somehow the most reasonable person now.
Oh my god. All right.
The zealot
So-
is more reasonable than all of you. It's fucking shocking.
Real quick, did any of you guys I posted the question in the little chat? I didn't think anyone responded, but did anybody get any crafting components from Noodle or from the body of the angel?
Not from
No.
Noodle, but I did get, I think, from the angel. Let me.
Okay.
I didn't grab
Carapace
anything.
of the angel. Hunk of angel carapace.
Okay, excellent. Okay,
If you
cool.
left me with a body, I probably took some.
Sure. You can go ahead and make a survival check to see what which body are you taking it out of?
Noodle.
No, okay, yeah, make a survival check to see what you can gather.
Is this the right sheet? Yes. Fuck. Where'd it go?
carving apart your own pet. Jeez.
It's not mine anymore.
Did the roll come through for you? Because it's not okay.
Yeah, I got a 9.
You don't get
Not
very
great.
much. You managed to get a couple of scales. So put like 3 Emperor Dragon scales in your inventory and a broken incisor.
Okie dokie.
Excellent. So you two head. You do find a blacksmith. It is an older, tired-looking man. He is kind of leaning up against the counter. Yes.
Hi. I need some modifications done, as well as shop your inventory for anything magical in nature.
We don't handle much magical stuff, but
That's fine.
we do make fine weapons and arms. What modifications were you looking for?
I will pick up my plate armor and sort of set it down in front of him, at least the chest piece.
Sure.
And then I will unfurl the wings that still should be there since I have seeming on and I am looking like an ASMR. I need these to work with these.
Right. Yeah, we can do that. Give us. He's gonna look at the sky and kind of look you up and down. We can have it done for you by tomorrow morning for 2,000 gold.
One moment, I have to look something up, because I would know this. I'm a fucking business guy. Yeah. So, the armor itself is probably worth 500 gold less than that. Modifying it would be much less than the entire set.
We'll see.
I understand it might be a difficult job, but something like that I'm sure could be done for about 1,000 and not 2,000.
Well, he's gonna flip the chest piece on its back, and he's gonna have you stretch out your wings. He's gonna do some slight measurements and go, look, we're gonna have to make a cut in the plate this wide. He's gonna point to like a little bit wider than your wings, straight down to here. That's gonna weaken it a lot. So what we need to do to avoid that is reinforce all the individual pieces on there and sort of make it into a little bit more make it a little bit more solid. We're going to have to add some more steel to the inside here, as well as some extra padding so it doesn't tear, like the edges don't tear into your wings. It's a lot of man hours in here. We're going to be spending a lot of time and energy, as well as jumping up a few other orders to get this done. So if anything, the price should be greater.
All right, you sell well. 2,000. He'll pull out 2,000 easy. I would assume probably in 20 platinum pieces and
Cool.
chuck them his way.
He takes the armor and tosses it onto a table that's behind him that's littered with different pieces of metal, some formed into full weapons and armor, but most like kind of seem like half-finished works. Right. See us tomorrow morning. We'll have your armor all ready for you. You want us to adjust
Aye.
any other pieces, just besides the chest piece?
Just that for now. I'm trying to think. One moment. As I think about other stuff I might need. I suppose if you have finer shields, I could look at those as well. Although, I hope that you kept my arm mechanical in some way.
You mean me?
No, I'm talking
Oh.
seeming wise. The person who casted it, because I don't remember
Yeah.
if he did. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Unfortunately, I have to work with this, so it has to be placed onto this arm here as he literally snaps it off and puts it in front of him.
That's pretty much where seeming ends is that part.
Gotcha.
Right. Well, we can adjust this arm for you if you like. It will be. Hold on. He's gonna shuffle deeper into the deeper into the smithy, and he's in there for a few minutes and comes out. We got some ideas. We could probably get this all up and running for you for about another $2,000.
That sounds reasonable. And just out OC, like I'm talking like finer shields, as in like +1/+2. Shield.
Oh yeah, no, he's picking up what you're putting down.
Gotcha.
Do you have any components that would make it a little bit easier?
I do not. I don't think.
I might have a suggestion.
Mm.
It's a bit of an exotic material, but perhaps you may be able to make use of it. And I'm going to pull out the angelic carapace.
He's gonna very gingerly take it. Yeah, we can definitely work with this. Would you like it in the chest piece or in the arm?
Probably the arm.
Right. Yeah, we can definitely take care of that. He very gingerly kind of takes the arm and the angel, the shard of angel carcass, carapace, and wraps it up in a cloth and puts it very gently on the table. Right. Tomorrow morning as well.
I'll be here tomorrow morning then. And then I'll give him another 20 platinum.
He takes that. Any inscriptions or anything you want in there?
No, keep it plain.
Right.
That was 4,000 gold. We're at 40. Whoops. No, hold on. God damn it, roll 20. 46.57. Okay.
Actually, we have a few pre-made shields here. They're a bit, expensive, but clearly a man of your taste can afford it.
I'd rather see what you can come up with a carapace. Unless there's just modifications you feel would be faster.
It depends. The smith thinks that he can rebuild the arm.
All right.
And with that carapace, he could probably rebuild it. We could make adjustments to a current shield for you. Make it attachable to the arm and removable.
Sure. I'll just hand him the current shield that was on and off of it.
Right. So we could probably harden this up for you for 500 gold.
Sure.
Any sigils? Any family crest or anything like that you want us on here?
One moment. Hold on.
Any big statements you want to make out to the world over who you follow or whatever you knights do?
Let me see. Where did I write it down? Basically, I'm going to describe the symbol that the host put on my arm, since I assume it's not there right now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So he kind of sketches out what you describe out to him, folds it up, he takes a big clipper, really just more like two pieces of iron that kind of wedge up together, puts the drawing to the shield and tosses that behind him. Anything else?
That should be good for our mundane sort of crafting for now.
Right.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll be back in the morning.
Right.
head out and go find a magic shop.
Cool. Francisca, did you have anything you wanted to do with the blacksmith?
I was probably just. I was wondering if perhaps you might have any swords of a magical persuasion.
We don't have magical weapons or swords, like magical anything, but our smith is exceptionally good at crafting items. Essentially, at this smithy, +1 weapons and armor and stuff can be crafted. The shield that you're having crafted is going to be a +1 shield, by the way.
Nice. I'd like an elegant weapon, perhaps a rapier crafted here.
Right. So I'm going to look you up and down. A rapier is going to be. Let me take a look. It's going to be about 1,500.
1,500. Well, I trust your craftsmanship. And
Perfect.
she's going to go in and she's going to give him the 1,500.
He's going to accept that. Right. Come back in the morning. You'll have. Do you have any components you'd like us to put in this?
I'm trying to think if Francisca would have any components. We haven't really. This is the first thing we've really fought that had a component able to be dropped.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any more other than dragon stuff that
That I wouldn't.
not
have,
party member has.
Technically, we have like Gorgon stuff and like
I have
blood from
the Gorgon. I have the destroyer blood from the shark thingy, and then also I have what's it? I think I'm Medusa tongue. That's what we have.
So, real quick, just gonna give this out to you guys. This smith is going to end up becoming an NPC that falls around the party. He happens to be exceptionally skilled at smithing, smithing, blacksmithing, whatever. And he can create essentially non-magical items that have magical effects at this forge, depending on the components that you bring in.
We just don't have very many components right now.
I don't think Zon would give me the destroyer blood. Otherwise, I would have given that to him.
No, I don't think Zon would trust you with a plastic knife right now.
Nope, not at all.
Oh well.
Right. Any inscriptions you want on there?
Not at the moment, no. Perhaps as I use it, something will come to mind, and I'll bring it back.
Fair. Right. See you tomorrow morning.
See you as well.
And then he kind of like goes back into the customer service. Please God, don't let there be another customer coming up. Look on his face.
Nice.
Magic shop.
Cool. So I'm going to assume that you guys both head together to the magic shop, and we're going to go ahead hop on over. So Domikos, you've been chilling at the tower for a little bit when you see Fen kind of walking up. Fen, you see Domikos, are you inside the tower or outside of it?
I'm sitting outside of it.
Okay. Yeah, you see Domikos just sitting outside of the tower. The ruined tower.
This is much more decrepit than I thought it would be for a base.
It's not so much a base, but think of it as a get out of the chaos of a city place.
Like a child's treehouse?
Sure, if you want to describe it that way.
I feel as though your parents would not let you come near this place. It looks like it is going to collapse any minute now.
That's why it's good to have, because people stay away. At least until my group and I started coming here.
I'm assuming the angry one and your other friend are in
Yes,
the city.
I would imagine so. That's at least the direction they walked.
And you do not wish to join them.
Just been thinking about some things that, as you put it, the angry one said.
Well, it seems you are now short-handed. Your friend suggested I join you people, but we will see what the angry one has to say. In a very loud voice, no doubt. But
Yes, he's kind of the de facto leader of this group.
still don't want to ask him about the transformation because that's rude. Fennec's just gonna sit, not anywhere near Damocos, but like outside the tower.
Sorry, my headset's messed up. What's up?
I'm just gonna sit on on the outside of the tower, not weirdly close to Damocos,
Gotcha.
but just so I'm not like standing the entire time.
You
Your
seem to
purples?
be of the studious and researching variety, with how interested you were in the dragon.
That I am. That is essentially my entire way of life is research. It's what drives me. And that dragon was what I was looking for, perhaps, but it seemed too little to have caused so much destruction.
What were you looking for?
The Dragon of Kel, as my order relayed to me, it was supposed to be my research assignment. Uh,
Hmm.
well, I don't know how to carry a body back to Hisoria that large. I don't think I could make it by myself.
Well, based on what I've heard, and when we acquired said dragon, what I know, the incident where the Dragon of Kel was named was before that dragon hatched.
That one hatched recently.
Fairly recently.
There might be a bigger one out there. That's quite exciting, actually. Your friend also mentioned Velirine?
Yes. An ancient city that we've been slowly uncovering more and more information about ever since it began worming its way into what is seemingly our path at this time.
So for you all, it's not just fairy tale, it's concrete, real.
You could say that. We've seen some things that are only explainable by being Velirine in nature or of origin. But being that everything is still shrouded in mystery around it, it's also some of the harder things to research.
So it sounds like you do need a researcher, or at least someone that would know where to find information.
Not gonna lie, it would be useful, but again, you'll have to get that answer from. His name's Zahn, by the way, the angry one.
Ah, Zon.
As much as I would love to continue referring to him as that, he has a name.
And yours is?
Damakos.
You look so uncomfortable telling me that.
Welcome to the castles.
I am Fennec. You can call me Fen.
Well, nod.
Hmm.
Although if Zahn has anything to say about it, I will probably not be, well, depending on what he says, probably not be part of the group for much longer, if he has his way.
Is he going to fight you like he threatened
I
to
have
fight
no
me?
idea what he's going to do. He could fight me, he could leave and just leave me to my own devices, which I highly doubt he would do at this point.
So he's going to murder you.
Welcome to Moroth, where it happens in the streets almost every day. Usually for more than just, well, sometimes with as little as a disagreement.
What a strange, barbaric country you live in.
Where are you from?
Azoria. Down south.
How have things been down in Herzoria?
Roll me a
Yeah.
history check, Nico.
Okay. Like, old me knew. New me doesn't. History?
Yes, please.
Okie dokie. Hey.
So, not good. Shit's going bad. There's actually, I'm gonna DM you. So
Oh,
there's
sweet.
been people going missing. And entire villages have gone missing, leaving only a few desiccated corpses behind. Now, these are more in the remote regions, although some of these bodies have been turning up in some larger cities. No one knows what's happening. There is rumors that there's something in the mines that is causing the miners in the volcano to not go as deep as they were able to before. Uh, there's rumors of some magic item in the Forbidden Library in the Spire. Rumors of it just suddenly sparking to life and using activated abilities that no one is activating, and a huge dark mirror that has been just sitting in the Spire's entryway, kind of as a kind of just, oh, look at this ancient relic we found, sparked to life, and somebody disappeared into it. And then it went dormant again, and no one knows how to open it. There's a lot of weird shit going on down south.
Put simply, it's not good. If I had to hazard a guess, I always thought that the disappearances had to do with people using blood magic and being whisked away to the Spire, but I don't think they would leave behind desiccated corpses. I don't think you could wipe out an entire village, but oh, somebody got swallowed by a mirror. I don't. I don't think it ever turned back on. I think it turned on. Somebody got sucked in, and then it turned off. And there's an item that's just wreaking havoc in the Spire somewhere. It's not good. Why do you ask?
Sidebar. DM. Where did I leave Teddy?
In the Spire.
Fire.
Zoop, your brother's gone.
Well, you could say I have a family member who is learning magic at the Spire.
Oh, that is unfortunate. I hope he didn't get sucked into the mirror.
Speaking of, can you describe the mirror? What you know at least about it?
So in this case, the mirror did not have an ornate frame. It, in fact, doesn't seem to have any real frame or backing at all. It's about 12 feet in height, and apparently when... Huh?
Big ass mirror. Geez.
Oh, yeah. When it turned on, it seemed to steal the heat from the room, and the torches themselves went dim. And yeah, the mirror almost seemed to reach out and grab somebody, according to some of the eyewitnesses.
Less like a mirror, more like a very large piece of very polished obsidian.
Yeah, obsidian.
Kind of. It's apparently made everything colder and darker. Like somebody threw a wet blanket on you, and then somebody got sucked in, and they're gone now.
Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, it seems like a slightly different version of the mirror that you guys went through and found nothing but good things and nothing worrying at all.
Cool.
Yeah.
Velirine in nature then. All right.
You said that out loud.
No, I was just meant that was me, David, saying that. Interesting. That is worrying, definitely, for several reasons.
Someone said it was like the mirror itself reached out and grabbed the person, but I don't really believe that. they could have wandered in. They could have just tripped. Who knows?
It's true, but we've seen a lot of things lately, so I'm more inclined to believe of a reaching mirror.
Can I insight him?
Yeah, go ahead.
It definitely. Nope. Never mind.
Domicos, would you like to roll a deception? If you're trying to hold anything back.
I mean, I'm not lying about
Right.
us
So, yeah,
seeing
so
a lot of stuff. But
he's there's more to the story, but he doesn't seem interested in sharing right now.
Alright.
sorry, researcher, we just met.
Sorry, I just dangled a huge morsel in front of you.
If anything, that just added to your argument to Zahn. Take me with you.
Please take me with you. Well, I, for one, would love to see whatever the hell it is that you people have seen, because it sounds.
Let's go with if you come with the group, see things that we encounter from there on. You don't want to have seen other things necessarily.
Are they all bad?
It seems like it.
Well, the research we do is always for the greater good, so it can't be all bad.
Dare you to try to say that to Zahn.
He's always going on about the greater good. Talking about.
About the researching it. It's half of the items that you would want to research. Well, he wants to research into, but he believes half of them are not so great for any of us to have.
There are easy ways to determine that. As a researcher, I have so many tools, and I'm always trying to identify things. So,
Good to know. I'm honestly just going to stay here, waiting for Zahn to return, because... well, I need to speak with him.
all right. I'm gonna wander into the tower.
Cool. So yeah, so you wander in the tower. There's the trapdoor that's been left open.
I thought we closed to that.
Oh, did you close it? Then there's a door that's been closed on the floor, and
It's a
some
bucket.
rickety wooden platforms above you.
I'm gonna take my broom out of my bag. And I'm gonna go exploring.
Cool.
I can't go down there yet. I'm gonna go exploring up.
Yeah, I believe you guys knocked the chest down, right?
We did. Well,
We did.
We fucking pachinko.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Pachinkoed it through the floor.
yeah, so you definitely see that there are some javelins stuck in the wall in an odd formation. They don't seem to match with anything else and seem rather new compared to the rest of the things in this tower. Not a lot of stuff up there. Some open chests that have more moth-eaten clothes. Doesn't really seem like much is up here.
Well, if there's nothing else to do, I'm gonna go down the trapdoor if Domicos isn't gonna stop me.
You do see her. or see
Yeah.
them.
If you're going to go down into the trapdoor, it might be good to know that Zon might not like that.
He doesn't seem to like much of anything. So
Oh, but if you're going to try and join the group, some of his own belongings are down there.
are you referring to the half-formed head? Are you referring
I'm
to-
I was just
referring-
about to say he's a person, Domicos.
It's fine. I'm just gonna I'm gonna sit on my broom and just hover about because I don't want to sit on the floor anymore.
Yeah, no worries. And so we're going to switch on over to Franziska and Zon, who just arrived at a magic shop.
Whoopee. What we got?
So you walk in, and it's actually pretty well organized. It seems to be more of a spell scroll and spell bookshop, although there are a few trinkets here and there. There is a half elf who is sitting on a stool behind the counter, like reading a book. Hasn't even noticed you guys have come in.
Hell.
Just keeps like completely engrossed in their book.
All right. I'm gonna go walk around and just look at stuff then.
Sure. So you can find a variety of spells from cantrips to level 3 spell scrolls in here. There
Okay.
are also a few common to uncommon magical items through here.
All right. I'm looking at weaponry specifically first.
They don't have any weaponry here.
Oof.
It seems to be more of like primarily trinkets to spell scrolls.
All right. I'll go up to the guy then and just sort of put a hand on the counter and lean over his book like brooding like, excuse me then.
Oh, sorry. I scared the shit out of my cat.
Not RP.
Sorry. He kind of closes the book so that a finger is still like holding a spot in there. Welcome to Hilbert's Magic Emporium. We serve everyone with the ability to use magic. How can I help you?
Cool. All right. I'm looking for weaponry of the magical variety. Do you sell that?
Unfortunately, no, sir. We do not sell magical weaponry, as has been outlawed by Rule 436, subsection A, subsection 3, subsection B.
Right. I have a very large amount of gold that I am willing to spend. And I'm sure, even based on that rule, you probably have some somewhere.
At this point, he kind of opens the book, throws just a scrap of cloth in there, and slides it under the counter. I mean, the closest thing we have to weaponry is we don't really have weaponry. I mean, we got stuff that can be like considered weaponry, I guess, but it's really more of like prank shit and stuff like that. If you're looking for
check.
real heavy power weaponry, yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, just make sure he's not fucking with me. Okay, never mind.
Well, as far as you could tell, he seems to be sort of like more of a nervous teen who
Yeah.
somebody just walked into like essentially
Mhm.
a library and said, "Hey, can I have a bomb?" So he's extremely
Yeah.
nervous and doesn't really know. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to tell you no, fuck off, because he doesn't know how the Asimar with a big ass weapon is going to react to him saying no. We don't have that.
Okay. I'll let him finish whatever he was about to say then, because I cut him off at the worst time.
Yeah. So we just offered like prank stuff. So I mean, I guess that can be used defense. I mean, really, when you think about it, everything's a weapon, right?
No. He just walks away from him, not finding any more use. I'm gonna look for. Let's see. I'm gonna look at my spells real fast. I would like to see if he has any scrolls of Counterspell, Dispel Magic, and Remove Curse.
So he has 3 remove curse spell scrolls, and they're each worth 90 gold. And he has. One second, let me double check my pricing for this, make sure it. And he has 2 dispel magics for 80 gold and 1 counterspell for 110.
I'm easily going to buy all of those.
Sure.
So it was 1 scroll of Counterspell for how much?
1 counterspell for 110, 2 dispel for 80, and then 3 remove curse for 90.
Remove curse 90. All right. 2 dispels for magic and 3 remove curse. Okay, so that's gonna be. Let me just quickly do calculations.
270, 160.
90 2 plus 160
So
plus
should be
110.
440,
Yep.
I believe.
No, 450.
450. Okay, yeah.
Nice. All right. So that's 1. Okay. I'll hand him that gold, and then I'll quickly peruse his uncommon items, or whatever highest rarity items, or whatever he has.
Cool. So let me pull up my list of things right here. One moment. So he has an alchemy jug, and the alchemy jug is worth 350 gold. He has the. I don't want to put everything in here. He has the boots of elven kind for 500. And he also has the brooch of shielding for 450.
Okay. Sure, I'll buy the Boots of Elvenkind and then the alchemy jug.
Sure, excellent. Go ahead and take that out.
How much is that total?
So let's see. The Boots of Elvenkind. I, for some reason, didn't put an actual price on here. I had to make that up. Boots of Elvenkind, I believe I said were 500.
Okay.
And then the alchemy jug was 300.
So 800 total. Okay.
Yeah.
43. Okay. Boots of Elvenkind. Damn it. I have to close this and then reopen this. Pain in the ass. Okay. Then once that's all bought, I'll unless Francesca has anything they want to do here, I'm just gonna head out and go find a shadier magic dealer than it seems.
I'm pretty good.
Gotcha. So real quick, the use of magical weapons are extremely restricted. You most likely are not going to find one. Like you have to have some deep contacts to find them because of how harsh the sentence is for them. But the smith is capable of making weapons and armor of it at the very right now at most +1.
Yeah. I'll go back to the smith then, I guess, and be like, fix me up a +1 greatsword.
Sure. Yeah, that'll be. He's gonna look up and down. $2,000.
Sure.
Any components?
Let's see. I'll pull out the Medusa tongue and the the destroyer blood, since I don't think I'm getting use out of those ever again, and be like, will these help at all?
They could. Couldn't hurt to try. No, with the tongue, I don't know. It seems like something you'd want to put in a wand. We can try to put it in the sword. Can't guarantee it'll do anything.
Just try the blood then for now. I'll hold on to the tongue.
Right. So he takes the blood and puts it back with the special order notes on there. Right. Should be ready. I don't know, tomorrow afternoon.
All right. Sounds good to me.
All right. And so does everybody meet back up at the tower?
Yep.
Cool.
Boots of Elvenkind do not require attunement. Cool.
So, Fen and Domicos, you guys see Franziska and Zahn approaching the ruined tower.
I'm gonna get Zahn's attention. I'm still outside, so I'm gonna get Zahn's attention.
Hold on. I have to copy the alchemy jug, because apparently Roll20 doesn't have an alchemy jug. He'll stop looking very lethargic.
The one who Francesca showed the dragon to is in the tower. Just to make you
Good.
aware.
Good. I assume you haven't fixed anything yet.
Well, group, we should have a talk. If at least just you and
We've
I.
had a talk. We had it a while ago, and I told you to fix this, and you didn't.
You've had a talk, and I haven't. There are
Why should you
things I
be
need
given
to
a
tell
talk?
you.
How do I know if it's actually you or whatever's controlling you?
If it wasn't me, then it probably wouldn't have let you walk away.
Sure. You can have a talk if you'd wish. I will say again, it doesn't matter much to me, and I have given you this kindness of a day to fix this. But whatever you are working with now, if it continues, I can't have you around us. Because whatever you're working with is working against us. It might give you power now, it won't forever.
Let's say I know a few things about what I am working with.
Okay.
The visage you saw is a result of, well, an item that has been a key to finding out certain things. I figured that
Yes,
out a little while ago.
I'm aware.
Recently, it also showed me something hidden within Moroth that surprises me you wouldn't want to keep a close eye on.
I see. So you're gambling on the fact that I want to keep whatever this is a close eye on, in the hopes that I won't be angry at whatever you're working with.
You're going to be angry, and frankly, the host is going to want you to kill me.
I'm aware, which is why I said I'm giving you a kindness right now, in the hopes that you will see reason. This power you're working with is going to consume you.
I am wanting to utilize this power only to deal with the Queen.
Again, I had this discussion with Francesca today, and we had this discussion the other day. If I could deal with the Queen and not feel bad about whatever the fuck is going on down south and everywhere else, I would. But we have our priorities mixed up here. The Queen isn't threatening the world.
No, but
You
the
might
Queen is
want
the...
to help your brother, and I can sympathize with that. Do what your father's bidding and such. But if that's all you want from this power, what will happen when it wants something from you?
Well, frankly, I was hoping that's when you would be there.
I have been there since the beginning, and you decided not to listen to me and hide this from us. Frankly,
Frankly, my
I don't-
interests now point down to where you want to go anyways.
alright, then what are we going to do about your form? Because it won't be going with us. Whatever power you're working with is against us, and I hope you know that.
Which one? Because as far as I'm aware, there's two at the moment that I'm working with.
Now there's two? Good! Very good!
Yes, Zahn, I'm going to lay it out for you. This orb I have, we know is tied to Velirine.
Uh-huh.
According to Finn, stuff is happening down in Herzoria. And it sounds vaguely Velirine to me. Which means we're going to
Okay.
need this if we're going to figure it out, and if it has anything to do with this oracle you're pursuing.
I highly doubt that. But sure.
So even if, let's say, we sever my tie to the orb, which I believe we can do, might not be easy, we're going to have to use it at some point, maybe.
I feel like that is why we are going to the Oracle, and it's not a risk I'm willing to take bringing that orb with us.
So you're willing to just leave it somewhere where someone else can find it?
I'm willing to destroy it or hide it away. I'm not willing to have it continue corrupting someone who could be of use.
Speaking of, did you fix the bag?
I didn't. I don't have time for that. Also, I forgot.
Fair.
That's the real reason.
Secondly, I want to tell you this just to be transparent, but I'm also hoping you don't decide to attack. I found a Velirine area where your hag problem, Sister Metal, was drawing power from.
Okay. What about it? 'Cause I assume that's not all.
The orb was the key to finding it.
Which does not make me feel good about it at all. If you thought that would.
It means that there are more keys out there, and maybe she had one at some point. Or maybe she does, and we have it now as well.
Look, you're very, very, very much fighting for this orb to stay, which is making me not want to trust you more. And I hope you realize that
I'm just making sure you understand everything that I have come to discover.
And I hope that you understand that your discoveries are helping the thing that is working against us. It's corrupting you more and more. Much to why you most likely are hiding your form. All the time.
What, do you want me to walk around looking like I did? Would that make
No.
it better?
But you would have probably helped if you told us. A long time ago. When it happened. Because I
When it
assume it was
happened-
probably sooner or later after I had already told you this was going to happen.
It was after, but then we were traveling in company that, well, you know. And then our focuses turned to the Queen, and I was just wanting to get that taken care of and then worry about getting rid of it afterwards.
Well, I'm telling you that needs to move up to now. So that's the choice. You help me remove it from you now, or You have the rest of the day that I gave you, and we figure out what's going to happen after that. Because I find it hard to view you as a comrade right now. Sorry to say. You're literally sleeping with the enemy at the moment.
Well, you know the saying, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
That's a
But that's
dumb
beside the
fucking
point.
saying. That doesn't mean break bread and sleep among them.
Now that the one who basically convinced you to stay and help with the queen is no longer here, what's your plan there? You're just gonna leave, pursue the oracle?
You're changing the subject.
No, because it has to do with the decision.
My plan was to continue helping you, if you wished, but I'm not going to do it with your current getup.
You do realize the orb has helped us out in several battles.
Yes, it has. Even when I was firmly against it. However, as I have said many times, and I will continue to say, the orb is a symbol of the enemy, as the host has told me, as it has shown us. It's a weapon not for us. It's a tool that is corrupting you and will take you at some point.
And
Which
pardon
is
me
why-
for asking this, but I haven't, well, for a while I haven't been hearing any of the host's things, so I have to ask you. What is the host wanting you to pursue and kill and fight and destroy at this point in time?
It wants us to finish the sword and destroy the Arkmere. Go to the Oracle, answer our questions, figure out how to do this as most efficiently as possible. That and this being of 7 eyes and its corruption are working against us. The thing that you are sleeping with at the moment. Which is why I
have a
say whether
feeling
it's
the
key or
orb-
not, I'm not going to use it.
I have a feeling the orb is no connection to the being with 7 eyes.
Well, in either case, I don't want to risk that. So it has to go. It was connected to whatever metal had. It's connected. Whether you like it or not.
You're saying that you would not want to use the enemy's power against itself.
Because you're not using it against it. It's allowing you to use it. Until you have to fight against it. You haven't fought against it yet. It will consume you at some point. Because this being, whatever it is, has not asked you to do much yet as far as I'm aware. But it will.
It didn't stop me from using it in the fight against Sister Metal.
Perhaps Sister Metal isn't worthy of it, or whatever. I don't quite know. I don't exactly care. This is a simple solution that I'm providing you. Get rid of it, and rid yourself of this. Or you have a day, and hopefully you won't be around, so I don't have to do what I want to do.
You'll find the door undisturbed, with all your items still intact. Down below.
Okay. I would hope so. Though you bringing it up doesn't make me feel any more comfortable.
Just letting you know since you know what's down there.
Alright. I'm gonna go down there, I guess.
Sorry, was working on the items. So when you walk in, you see that Fen is hovering right above the door, on the inside on their broom, and indeed the trapdoor is not disturbed.
Cool. Hello. I'm going down there now. And I'm just gonna open it up and go down.
Sure. Your best friend hasn't formed much further, and your magic items are left undisturbed.
Cool.
I call down to him. I wanted to take a look, but your friend wouldn't let me.
It's fine. Come on down, I guess. Whatever.
Casually float down.
Cool. Yeah,
Hop
you
off
see.
the broom.
Yeah, you see the dusty hallway, the glowing area with the top half of a stone head on it.
What is that?
Oh, you know. Just a statue.
What the fuck? Where the fuck did that
where
come
the fuck?
from?
That was fucking
Where
creepy.
the hell did that come from? Okay. Regardless, Franziska says you need assistance, help.
I mean, I guess.
Considering I do a lot of research, I could probably help you. I just want to see the things that you folks have seen, because it sounds like a lot, but it sounds rather interesting.
If you think end of the world and deities that want to destroy everything or somehow help us sound like a lot, then sure, it's a lot. If you'd also like to end up like that body in the dragon you saw, probably could also end up that way too. Seems to happen a lot around me, so, you know. Fun.
I am relatively capable of taking care of myself. I would not have left home otherwise.
Yeah. So did they.
Does anyone else come down the trapdoor?
I was actually going to try and talk to Domiko since I've just been standing nearby Zon when he and him are having that entire conversation.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you're stuck with Zom.
Oh, great. Well, you are interested in what's happening in the south, correct?
Not exactly. I'm more interested in where I need to go.
And that is...
I assume I still have it on me. I'll just pull out the map and just hand it as I'm pulling chains off the door that aren't really locking anything.
I'm gonna look at the map. Sven's never seen it. But it's probably real gross.
So yeah,
I mean, it's
just check.
that. It's not that
Yeah.
gross.
It was in a skin bag?
I mean, it's not like...
It's
You don't
it's
know
not like
that.
skin was
It's
wet.
not covered in anything.
I'll let you know that skin bag was very dry. No grossness coming off of that.
Still. The sheer concept of the skin bag.
Listen, I didn't come up with the skin bag. That's just something they have.
Gross!
Technically,
Anyway.
any leather bag is a skin bag.
Okay,
Just
but not
depends on where it
human.
came from.
I hate this. Anyway, does it have landmarks on it? Because I don't remember.
No, it doesn't have any specific landmarks. It's really only you can only tell that it is about a certain location in Kel because it is like the sketched out drawing of the country itself with a mark more towards the south.
You're just going to follow a mystery map to nowhere.
Well, yes and no. We were also told it was where we needed to go by a god.
And you just converse with gods on the regular.
Seemingly, yes, when they want us to. Me, at least. Wow.
Well, regardless of whether you want me coming with you or not, I'm now coming with you because that sounds very interesting.
Cool. Don't die.
Wait, you all die at some point. It's nature.
Don't die early.
I'm 75. It's fine.
You're a fucking elf. You live to be like 300. What the fuck? That's still young. God damn it. Right.
All right.
You're here with us. Good. I'm going to go get this bag replaced unless you can fix it.
What bag?
A bag of holding, and I'll just throw it in her direction.
I'm gonna hold up my own little bag of holding.
That's cool, but I also want my bag fixed until I can trust you with what we need to put in it. I doubt you can fix a bag of holding. Mending is not going to fix a bag of holding.
Nope.
Yeah.
Good
All right,
luck.
then.
Make a normal bag.
While I'm still in my ASMR form. She hasn't even seen my actual form yet. Haha.
She is not. And I do want to mention you have about an hour left on the ASMR form before it drops.
They don't know
Cool.
what the
Would
fuck
I have
you
time?
look like.
Would I have time to run to the magic shop and back?
It's like you could get to the magic shop, but most likely not be able to make it back in time without reverting back.
Hold on, let me check my spells again.
You spent 8 hours shopping?
Well, no, it was a mix of the fight, getting to the city, traveling around the city to the areas, and then coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm assuming we woke up around 8 or 9, and then I
Yeah.
cast the spell.
All right. I'll go up and find Francesca then. Unless they're talking about stuff before that.
Speaking of, real quick, let's go ahead and go to Franziska and Damikos having a good little chat.
Yep. Francisca probably would approach Namakos. Just be like, you know, I have to just say that it sounds like you rely a lot on this orb, yes?
It's given a lot and helped us out of tough binds.
Sounds like you're a little bit dependent on it, on its power. You have magic of your own, I assume.
You've seen me cast spells.
When we were fighting Sister Metal, I just want to know, what was it that you used against her that you came from the orb and not from you?
I tried a stun locker. I don't think I did.
I don't think you
'cause she
did.
kept
I don't think you
moving.
used
She kept
anything
moving.
from the orb
Yeah,
on her.
You honestly didn't have a chance to even try
Yeah.
to stun lock her because every time you came in the room and got prepped for that,
Yeah,
she
she was
just
like,
disappeared.
"Oof." Honestly, nothing, because she kept disappearing.
So, I haven't quite seen what this orb can do for myself. But I've seen you without the orb. You're very powerful. Terrifyingly so. Do you perhaps have time for a story? It won't take long.
Actually, if we're going to be going into a whole story, let's go ahead and
Well, I was gonna say like
I got
he'd
work.
listen,
Yeah.
but I would say let's
Yeah,
not do
I
it
got
right
work in
now
a
for
few
the stream.
hours.
Okay,
So we'll go ahead and cut it off here, and we'll pick up from here next time.
sounds good.
All right.
Cool.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us for another week. We'll get to see what happens next week with the Damikos and Zahn are finally going to have that fight that's been teased since they met.
PvP.
All right. Well, we'll catch you all later. Anything y'all want to promote? All right. Y'all have a wonderful night. Stay safe. Stay warm. Wear your fucking mask.
Goodbye.